Yeah, that's been a little bit. Like, you know, so, cool. Yeah. Has been a little bit. I haven't been playing as much. And me and my assistant manager have a huge possibility of getting together. I don't know what's gonna happen though. I'm just waiting and seeing what happens. Don't fucking know, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Me don't know. She's hella cool though. I really enjoy her.
Quiet that siren down! Oh, suck it! Just gotta make sure. And stay there. Nice, huh? You're not dead. You twitch, ass face. Easy!
But yeah, she's
Splatter then! Crackdown! One of those moody flesh pounds. Just a second, asshole! And stay there. Just gotta make sure.
but yeah, she's
This stuff must be worth a fortune.
she's actually
And it's
pretty
just lying
cool.
around.
Me and like Audie don't really do anything together anymore. She basically quit working where I'm at. She quit the car wash.
Strike, everybody!
I don't know why she quit, but I guess. I mean, I know kind of the reason why she quit. It was a jealousy thing, honestly. She didn't like having attention not given to her. She's very, very, very attention-minded. At least that's one of the reasons I think why.
Yeah! You're not. You know that flesh pound's on steroids.
But yeah, it's just
Damn it! Nailed him! Someone call it clean! I need one of those moody fledge cows. Where did they go? Nice, huh?
But yeah. But yeah, the best save this code. Audie is pretty cool now, but she was just too much of a fucking she didn't know that girl doesn't have no idea how to get with a man. Like the way that she acts in that, like she's very immature in that.
Horzine has some serious cash to flash, huh?
Think fast, or as fast as you can. So think slow. Shutting down. Any second now.
But yeah, that's basically what it was.
Wave 30. There must be something wrong here.
Haha.
You, when you die, no one, you and your memory die here. You sad, lonely human.
But yeah, I mean, her name's Tracy, and she was kind of a weird one up front because I didn't know her too well.
Got ammo here.
She was kind of like very rule based in that. I was like, oh, I was talking about that like a couple days ago on that. I'm just like,
I'll see if I can get your fingers stuck in it.
it's like I was attracted to you, but I wasn't as attracted to you. You know, because I was like all over Autumn and that. But then when I start realizing, I'm like, dang,
Anyone need ammo?
oh Audie, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Maybe it is the age thing. I started thinking about it. So I really don't want to date a girl like my age specifically. Like date a
They've
girl
got
that's
a sort of red motif thing going on.
at least a little bit younger than me.
Oh, suck it! I see them. Yeah. You're one of those moody fledge cows. Someone call a cleaner.
I got a lag.
It's Gondor. Nice, huh? And stay there. Where's everything go? You twitch. You know that flesh pound's on steroids. Yeah. Steve says go boom.
But yeah.
Oh, suck it.
Spend your dust, imbeciles, before I decide to shut the pod.
But yeah. So like it's just like figuring out
You mean
the last thing that me and Audie like did, and that we
anyone need that weapon?
I bought her birthday present, and you know I asked her out, and that was fucking like about last week and a half ago.
32.
Smackdown!
And it was like, okay, you know what, we had a good go.
Yeah! And stay there.
Don't break your arm. Patty yourself on the back.
Easy! Great! Flash power!
Got the other little support on for that wire rack where I had the books and all that on the top.
Yeah.
I got that put in. I picked up some tie wire tonight. They don't
gotta
keep
make
a
sure.
tie wire that fails back to the back.
Yeah.
One fell.
Okay.
So we'll get it, we'll set it all up that way when we push them up against the fence. I can pull it through the fence and wrap and then just wipe it with feet.
Yeah. We're almost done with it.
Yeah.
You twitch, ass face. Just gotta make sure.
I hate those glitches.
It's unclosed. Smackdown. Someone call a cleaner. That's gonna sting.
But yeah, just
Push it.
my problem with this is all psychological side of it. Like I have to talk about this stuff, and that it just very interests me that like
Suck it.
because me and my GM Joey were talking about girls and psychological shit with women and that. Mostly he just listens to me and that because like I know so much about it and that now because I just kind of like just dig my mind into it. Yeah, a lot of it's just really silly stuff. So like if you're a man that's struggling with women and that, all I have to say is most times, it's always to do with actions. It's like women will show their actions first before they speak it. Always.
Move it, idiot. Get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you not die. Think this is all a piece of cake? How about a new slice?
But yeah.
One of those moody flesh powers. Oh, suck it! Anyone got a mop and bucket? There! Get it! Where did they go?
But yeah.
And stay there. Orzine has some I can see! Great! power. Wild and time. Worst song ever. Everything gone. Someone call a cleaner.
Yeah, the invisible chicks are fucking fine in this.
One of those moody
Buy things. Not that it will matter.
But yeah, like,
They'll die. We'll salvage what we can from that flesh.
it's just a lot to learn that, like,
Seals usually survive.
like when I get close to anybody in that, I've been noticing over and over again. I was talking to Tracy, and they were trying to talk about that. Kind of brought it up and shit. Was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just like really like good with women, I guess, so to speak.
See if I care when a Zed eats your liver.
So I always think about it like that.
When we mix things up some, try this one out.
And like when I talk about things that happen with me with women and that, like, oh wow, this girl's really fucking hot. She's skinny and that, got a nice fucking body on her and that. Surprisingly, women fucking hate that shit. Hate it to the bone, to the core.
I found ammo. Gotcha.
Oh, come on. But yeah.
Wonder what's under his apron.
I didn't expect you to make it through that way.
Suck it! Mr. Sniper in the house.
But yeah.
More squeaks.
What's up, Connor?
Anyone need ammo?
Sorry, I made my GM, Joey. Basically, Joey, we were talking about, you know, his girl and that. We were just talking about certain things that she's doing and that. And he, like,
To alleviate your suffering.
he's, like, really fucking confused. And, like, I've been doing good in that, just chilling.
I found out.
Week 35. Really?
You know that flesh pound's on steroids. Yeah.
Now is the time of your ending. Your genes will be added to my children, and you will live in them.
Nice.
We should get paid extra for fighting underground.
Do some stretches. But yeah, so we're talking about his girlfriend and that, and we were just chit-chatting about that shit, and he was just like... he is, like, the most confused man in the world.
It's Gondor! Stop me! I double dare you! One of those moody flesh pounds. Anyone got a mop and bucket? Someone kill that siren! Gotcha! Oh, thank you, me. I'm making the best mess ever! You twitch, ass face. Nice, huh?
Just
But-
entered a pod. You got lucky. The fact your survival is an accomplishment is pathetic, like you.
But yeah, we're talking about the girlfriend then. He was just like, he's talking about all this stuff that's happening now. Like, she's really excited about him and all that stuff and that. And, like, he still believes that she doesn't like him because, like, she was.
Pod closing soon. Hurry up so you can die.
Well, number one, this guy kind of like. Joey kind of, like, makes stuff a lot worse than what it is.
Means kill any Zeds that get near.
Like, feels like he, like, makes up stuff to a certain extent. And I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I'll talk to his girlfriend, or girlfriend might bring up something that, and she'll be like, basically like, what the fuck?
Can't take your drink, buddy? And stay there. Just gotta make sure. Easy. Stop.
And like, I'll be sitting there like, he'll be talking to me and that about that, and then if I hear from her, it's a totally different story, or it's not. He's just like, oh, she's lying to me. I'm like, what? Why would she be lying to you?
You're not dead enough. Great! Flash power. You twitch, ass face.
That's to give it time. I'm like, why would she be lying to you?
You're not dead.
Like, he's just sitting there.
If I thought that was anything but love, I would be impressed. Area remains secure.
I can tell him that, like, dude, she's like all over you and that. Like, why would she be lying to you about shit?
Flash power.
I'm like, dude. He's like, I don't know. Like, I just like, yeah, it's because you have mass anxiety, bro. And so that's what happens when you have mass anxiety. You literally just think about something that doesn't make any fucking sense to think about. You don't know how to trust people, and I'm just trying to explain it to him now. Like,
Anyone need ammo?
the number one thing I learned about women altogether,
That's good.
one fucking likes you, she wants to hang out with you a lot. Like, she wants to,
If I can get your fingers
like, be in contact with you. She may not necessarily want to so-called like constantly talk to you. She'll want to hang out with you. She can have a chance to hang out with you when she's attracted to you in general. So like with Audie and that, she was always constantly wanting to hang out with me. Constantly.
Angry lumberjack folk. That's gotta sting.
I thought that was anything but luck.
And like, it was a constant occurrence. The only thing is with me and Audie, our ages were a little bit different though. So me and Tracy, now my assistant manager, our ages are actually quite the same. Or like, I think like 3 years apart. And like,
Keep the area secure. That means
not
kill
really,
any
yeah.
Zeds that get
Perfect.
here.
Knocking this baby down. Tighter than a Finn's ass. Easy! Where did they go? Boom! Finished! You've got to admire their persistence.
But yeah, like,
They really want through that door. Smackdown! These guys must be selling cookies. I see them. Oh, suck it! And stay there. Great! That's how. Oh shit! Just gotta make sure. Whoa!
If I thought that was anything but luck, I would be impressed. Area remains secure.
Nice, huh?
but yeah, so
Break, everybody!
that's happening up. So now my assistant manager's got a thing for me and that. Not anything too big, just hang out type bullshit. But she tried to invite me more over to replace and that.
Yeah.
So it's starting to get to the point where like,
And stay there.
None of the Zeds made it in. Surprising. Want a cookie?
it's actually really fucking nice though. But yeah,
This stuff must be worth a fortune, and it's just hanging around.
whole bunch of bullshit drama. But other than that, it's been really fucking good enough. But I gotta see what's gonna happen though. Cause my assistant manager, she's got a man. So like, it's always the same bullshit. All the girls that want to get close to me all have fucking men that they're with. But for some reason, they still want to be hanging out with me or talk to me or like they don't want to lose me or what the bullshit is.
40.
Smackdown!
By my calculations, this doesn't look very good for you.
Where's it gone?
Running away won't save you. This may result in
Pressing rain
electrolysis of
thing
your
really cheers a guy up.
plasmas are useful in a large number of applications. This is how science really. Shield crash. Reboot failed. Come, my leader. I don't believe you're at the minimum safe distance. The human body is highly conductive. Effectively Utilizing plasma is a fine art. You like to be part of an elect.
Nope. Fuck, wrong way.
Fine plasmas are useful in a large.
It must be invisible.
This may result in electrolysis of your fluid.
Fuck, I got hair in my eye.
Where's it gone?
This is how science really works. Isn't plasma intriguing? Plasmas are useful in a large number of
No
applications.
fucking ammo.
Limousine has some serious cash to flash.
This may result in electrolysis of your fluid.
Careful, guys.
Isn't plasma intriguing? The human body is highly conductive. Fine plasmas are useful in a large number of applications. Would you like to be part of an electrical circuit? It must be armor integrity failed.
Just a second, asshole.
You can't see me, but
I will see you dead, no matter how long it takes.
Yeah, they're getting a lot harder now. They have a lot more armor. But yeah, like... What the fuck are they talking about? Oh yeah, my assistant manager. She's hella fucking cool. She's kind of a stoner, which is not bad. She's actually really like she doesn't, she smokes, but she doesn't smoke a lot. She does more like CBD or THC based things, like a little bit of THC now. Most of the time it's CBD based stuff. Thing is, she's cool because she's really into weightlifting and that. And like, so me and her kind of just get along a lot better than me and Autumn get. Or Audio, whatever her name is. So I'm kind of happy that she quit Zips, where I work out. Because like, it was getting to that point where like, she was just... I don't know if it's because she was starting stuff and that, but like, she wanted to quit anyway because there's more girls coming in. And she was getting kind of jealous of Tracy and that. She was saying that she wasn't, but unfortunately she was, because the way she was acting and that. I thought it was kind of funny that. Because like one day they got in an argument at like Tracy, it was me, Tracy and Joe were watching an old movie is with what the fuck was his name? It's a guy from Bad Santa. It was Bad News Bears. And so we had a pretty hit speaker. It was pretty loud in that. Autumn comes in because she knows that she's there. Super prissy as fuck. Turns up her fucking phone on full blast. And this was the day after I asked her out. The day after we did our little emotional thing, I asked her out and that. And she was agreeing with it, but not as of right now. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I was expecting her to talk to me more. And I was like, okay, well, maybe she'll talk to me more now because, because I did that. And I was trying to get her to open up to me a little bit more when she's with me. But unfortunately, it didn't happen like that because she's a fucking idiot in that sense. She just doesn't like open herself up all the way. It's like, okay, whatever. So we're sitting there. This is for me. Anything happened with Tracy, my assistant. We did a little bit of stuff, and I would take her out to eat and that, because more or less likely, I was trying to sympathize with her, not because we hang out a lot and that. Like fuck, let's take her out to eat. she's having issues with paying bills or whatever, financial shit's going on. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So I took her out to a restaurant called Joey B's. It's a nice Italian restaurant, really good food actually. It wasn't too expensive. It was like, I don't know, like $55 altogether with tip. Like whatever, that's how it is with almost every place I go to. Took her out in that. She was super appreciative in that. We were all really hungry in that, and I was like, okay. I started taking her out to this place. Well, what started off, I started taking her out to this place called Fuzzy Tacos. Went there, I think, like three to four times. And so this is how it started with her. I started to get to know her and that, hanging out a lot. We're doing a lot of stuff and that. Like, okay, you know, she seems pretty cool and that. I'm like, fuck it, let's go, you know, show sympathy towards people that I work with, try to build up a good atmosphere of getting to know each other. Okay. I did it with Audie or Autumn. Me and her went out a lot, Texas Roadhouse, a shit ton of that. And we started building up a relationship and that. Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, last Monday, I believe it was, you know, Audie comes in, being herself, and Tracy gets into it with her and basically says, you know, the world doesn't evolve around you. You know, just because you come in here and you're upset with something, that doesn't mean you have to be a bitch towards everybody that's here. You know, you have to stop. And, you know, I cared for Tracy in that, but I kind of just let her do whatever she wanted to do, and I didn't really defend her too much. Which, you know, in truthful sense, I told her, like, you didn't have to do that. I was like, well, it was so loud, I didn't want to listen to that stuff. I'm like, yeah, but we were all watching. He says, no one was watching. Like, yeah, I was watching, and Joey's watching it because we watch that stuff. Like, this is the problem with you. You want all the affection and attention upon you because you're like, I'm pretty girl. People don't give a fuck about that. Like, guys do not fall for girls just because of attraction of looks alone. Like, attraction falls in a line of the whole person itself. You know, personality, their attitude, you know, the ideas they have. There's all kinds of things in that. You know, the things, their hobbies and that. So, like, for instance, after all that, and this is before I took her to Joey B's, Tracy and that, and then I think it was like a couple days later, and I took her to Joey B's next. I was hungry and that, like, we were starving. Yeah, I was fasting. She gave me what they call them spear grapes. They're like longer grapes. They're not in like a rounder egg-shaped grape. They're more longer. They look like little dicks, basically. I call it a little dick. And so I was fasting that. I ate 2 of those grapes, and it just started my metabolism. My stomach growled really hard. I was getting super hungry and that. So if you know, like, if you're fasting and you eat just a little bit of like sugar, like, you know, like 5 to 10 grams of sugar, your body jump starts really fast. So I got super hungry in that. So we had some corporate people come in and I'm like, man, I am dying. I am so starving now. And then all of a sudden, you know, we went there. I'm like, oh, fuck it, let's go there and that. She's like, okay. We ended up going there, very nice restaurant. I had to wear one of her like tight ass gym shirts. So I was walking in looking jacked as fuck. The shirt was so tight on me. Like, I was just like all jacked out. And so we ended up going there. We had a really, really attractive waitress and that, but me and her were talking that. We start watching I think it was Dark Shadows or whatever. Yeah, we watched a little bit Dark Shadows on my phone that. We're sitting to eat food and that. And we start to really like get to know each other and that. And she was super appreciative and like we started like, you know, I gave her a hug and that, and then like later on the day and that, you know, when everyone left, like, she gave me a hug right behind my head and that, and she's like, I appreciate you and all that stuff, and that. I'm happy that you know, do things for me and that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's like, that's cool. I asked her, like, why are you doing this? She's like, I appreciate you. So today is Sunday. Was it Sunday? I think it was Saturday. I can't remember. Yeah, it was when we were closed. I think it was a Friday. Last Friday. But here, start getting closer and that. And then we were like more huggy and that. And then we were sitting there, we were in the tunnel and that. And she was just like walking with me, and they were just talking and like just laughing about stupid ass shit. And so I made a move on her. So I end up like, I made what I call a power move. So I made a power move on her. She started getting like really attracted to me. She was already attracted to me, but it broke the bridge, or it broke the wall down for that brief moment. So me and her started getting like really fucking close super fast in that. And I think it was Friday and then Saturday. We were like basically all over each other. And I was like, okay, that's cool and that. And she was just like, you started all this stuff and that, it's like, and now it's getting to that point where she's like, we're starting to really be fond of each other. Nothing too much, just simple shit and that, like basically just hugs, and very fond of each other and that, and I did it because her man, like not even like a week ago, tried to I guess can't say really that like break up, but not be like boyfriend girlfriend, more like just be like a friend, because they're like really close friends all together and that. But like he was like telling her some stuff and that, but like it doesn't seem like you're happy with me and that, because you're complaining about stuff and that. So it's like I don't know what to do. The guy's got a busy life and that, and he's got his own issues to deal with or whatever the fuck it is. Like, oh, and I told her that I'm like, I made a move on you because I kind of figured that something was happening with you in your life and that you needed someone that didn't have all the bullshit. I was just talking to you about it, saying, it's all about this affection. I don't give a lot. He doesn't give me a lot of affection. That we kind of get off at the same time and that, but like a lot of times, he doesn't text me a lot. He doesn't say good morning. He doesn't like do things that I feel like he's not there. And I'm feeling like, well, he's got a huge lifestyle. Man. He's got his own problems to deal with. I was just trying to explain to her. He's got kids of his own and that, and whatever the fuck's going on with him and his, ex or whatever, or his, he's divorced. That's what I'm like, well, I mean, like, how I think about it as a man, like, if I was in his situation, I wouldn't want to have someone else, it'd be too much. It'd be too much of a hassle. Because number one, I'm sure this is the biggest thing about it, it's trust. Number one, I'm sure his ex-wife doesn't know nothing about you. That's the reason why he's very, like, back and forth. I'm just assuming because, like, that's what it always is. I mean, they could know that, but, like, it gets to that point where it's just like, if he does know, it doesn't matter. But now I'm coming into her life. We're getting along really good and that. We're starting to be more closer together and that. And now she's having a split life with me and this guy. This guy doesn't know nothing about me at all. Go fucking figures. This is every fucking like little relationship I get into. It's always their boyfriend or whoever the fuck it is. Doesn't know nothing about me. I'm just there. It's always at work too. And we hang out outside of work a very small amount. And only that she has her own place in that. That's the only reason why we actually do it. That's one thing she started telling me, and I said, it's like, you're going to have to tell him. I'm like, you cannot leave him hanging, and your feelings and emotions are going to fucking be, it doesn't matter how much you try to hide. It never works. I tell everyone, just tell the truth. When you leave someone hanging for too long in that, unfortunately, like the other day in that, like, she starts to slowly stop giving me affection. And she's like, and I'm telling her, like, just like you, I like to have affection too. Like, I understand during work hours and that, like, sometimes that, but, like, when it's getting closer to nighttime, more or less likely, like, the other night, that she's giving me more affection than that, but she wasn't trying to, like, do too much in that, because she wants me to be interested in her. That's what I tell every girl is, listen to this. If you're working with someone in that, or you like someone a lot, give them a small amount of affection. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's like a simple like rub on the chest or rub on the shoulder or just a hug or something like that. Them simple affections add up throughout any type of relationship. It brings more to you. So when women tend not to do that stuff and that, at least for I've noticed, it breaks them apart. It breaks the whole relationship apart. Really fucking weird. Because then you start to notice certain things. You're like, you start to hate on the person because you don't feel like they're there for you. And that's what it is. That's how, she feels, the guy she's with, she explained to me all this stuff. It's like, I feel like he's pushing me away and that stuff. I'm like, well, because he is. He'll do stuff with you and that, but like, when it comes down to it, you guys known each other. They know each other for like over a year, like actually like being, I guess, boyfriend, girlfriend. I said, if it's already been a year and that, and he doesn't want you to like live with him, that's a telltale sign that he doesn't want you to be in his mess. There's like multiple scenarios come down to this. So like, this man's got a lot of issues in that, and his ex is a fucking total bitch. She's gonna try to use everything in her power to be that bitch. And like, the sad thing is like, no, he has multiple kids. So in that version, it's not gonna be good. See, if you do come in the house and that, and you start like doing the mom thing and that, she wants to have a child of her own. I said, well, that's not gonna happen, because the dude, what she said, he's fixed. I'm like, okay, I told her, I'm like, you want a child really bad in that because you're getting to that age. And like, I understand that, like, nowadays, women want to have children when they're in their fucking 30s. Okay, if you're healthy enough, you maintain good diet and that, and you exercise and that, you can maintain good eggs and maintain good ovary and all the, women stuff and that. Pretty good. But likely chances are, if you do get pregnant, there's a huge chance that, or not a huge chance, there's a chance that the baby could be, well, for what people say, could be messed up, but, I don't totally believe in that 100%. There's chances. And so, like, the way I look at it, and I look at it from this perspective, I'm like, okay, so I was talking to her and that about it, and I'm like, okay, you have financial problems and that, so let me help you out with financial problems. You're too busy wanting to hang out with your man and do all this stuff on your days off and then hang out with her kids. And like, you should be doing stuff that makes money. Or what I'm getting at with her is I'm saying you're attaching yourself to a man that's literally like about ready to cut the fucking fishing line. You're attached to that bob. It's bobbing up and down. He doesn't want to roll you in too close, which is basically saying like be with him 100%. Because he already did it already. He already caught you as a fish and took you in and whatever it is. At least that's bobbing for, women, and that's fishing. That's what older men call it. Now, I said it probably would have happened already. It hasn't happened yet. But I would settle it with him as like, hey, let's just be friends and that. I don't want to be anything else but that. Because it's getting to the point where it's like, it's just too much. And that's basically what I want her to tell her man. That's like, or whatever the dude that she's currently talking to or not. And say, because it's getting too much and shit's gonna show. It's gonna fucking explode. It always fucking does. These scenarios never end well. Like, knowing that he doesn't live really close, which is kind of a good thing, but like, look at it from like my perspective, it's just like I'm not gonna go anything far, cause like she's saying like I don't want to say cheat on him. I'm like he's not really with you. He's just there. You like just spend at his house on your days off and that or whatever it is. Or you hang out with him that like distance yourself from him and try to do things on your own. And why waste your time? you know, you should either get another part-time job or start doing things that make money. Like she could do the Amazon runs and that. She used to do them. She was showing me she used to do like 3 a day. I said, start getting that mindset of hustling. That's how you make money. And nowadays, you can make a lot of money. If you have a vehicle now, you can literally make tons of fucking money off Amazon and DoorDash. Most, like Amazon's got these routes. Like one route we're supposed to do at nighttime, and that it was a route that it's like $90-something for 3 hours, so to speak. $90 for 3 hours. That's like $30 an hour. That's crazy amount of money for 3 hours. And all you have to do is, get the packages and that, and like sometimes you have to label them and stuff like that. And then you just go off and they'll give you like a little thing that you could just go address, do your stuff and then and take pictures of stuff and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's a hustle. You're out in the streets and that, like, and like I was just telling her now, like, start doing it on your days off. Stop hanging out with that dude and start doing stuff to make you money now, because you don't need to rely on him at all. On your days off, like, you could do an 8-hour spree of doing, 2 or 3 hours of like Amazon stuff. Start at 10 o'clock and end at 6. I mean, it's like, well, the people always say it's like, well, I'm wasting gas and all stuff. And I'm like, you're not, because you make, say 8 hours and that, you make like $150, so to speak, give or take. Sometimes you can, sometimes you make more. Like, just spend like 10 on gas and you'll have, or 15 on gas, and you'll have almost like 5, maybe 6 gallons of gas. That would be enough to last you for like 4 or 5 days of driving. Don't like try to get her into that. Like, she keep talking about that. Like, you gotta hustle. You can't just sit at home and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do nothing. You gotta get up. You gotta hustle that money. Like today, I was supposed to be working today, but I was gonna get overtime. And my DM and corporate office that are being huge dicks with overtime right now, at least in our area, and we're having issues now because one person got fired, another person's about to quit. She's only working 2 days a week, and we have another new person that just got on, and she just started. So she has no idea. She's our closer now, but she has no idea how to close all the way. Yeah, she's almost there, but she's starting to get the hang of it. So like last Monday, I had to work because Audie just took off. She's like, I'm not working that day because she was going to start another job. Okay. So I had to come in and cover that shift. My DM got mad at my site manager, Joey, and that. And Joey explained to him, like, dude, she just cut it off and that. It's like, luckily Cody came in and covered that shift. If it wasn't for him, this place wouldn't be open. And most likely I was hanging out with Tracy, but whatever. We were just chilling that, watching movies and shit, basically. And so dude gets all like, our DM gets all upset and that because our fucking regional managers throw down certain things, and that because corporate's telling him, hey, you gotta do what you have to do in that, because unfortunately we're remodeling that. We're not accepting overtime in that because it's been kind of slow in that. Like, it's been a little slow in that. Like, we average, baby. Some days you average. So we average like maybe 80 to 120 cars a day. Some days are a lot worse. Like today was pretty slow. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, I got pee. Oh, okay, I'm back. I get some water. Yeah, I'm trying to get some more steps in. It's been a little crazy. And do more push-ups and sit-ups and that. I get bored at work and that. I'm just like, man, I'm gonna start doing that shit. So like, I just started doing push-ups and that. I already went to the gym in the morning time as I woke up at like 8 or 9. And I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go to the gym. So it's like 11 something. I just want to waste time on that, so I was walking around that. Oh. Sorry, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about what's going on. So compared to Audie and Tracy's obviously I would say maturity always higher than that. Obviously maturity doesn't matter about age, more to speak. It matters about, experience. And I really do like Autumn. I still love her as a person. That like we were texting that, and she was like, "Why you talk?" Like asking me. It's kind of weird that you talk to me. And that it's like, what do you mean that? That's weird. I'm like, I still care about you, Ned. I'll just read the text message. Oh, she did text me. Not the one running errands. Okay. Here it is. I asked her how she was doing that. She said good, and she said why. Well, the conversation said just talking, bored. She was talking about Tracy, and I want you to go talk to her. And I'm like, well, she's not there. I said, "What? I can't talk to you." She said, "We don't really talk anymore." So I just thought it was just it was a little weird that you texted me. Well, I want to talk to you more if that's okay. I still care about you, and say I know, but things have been somewhat differently. And I said, well, you have a man, so I want to give you space like you want it. She said, yeah. I'm like, I was just like, the knowing that she said, she didn't say that. She said girlfriend. Like, why don't you talk to your girlfriend? She's talking about Tracy. Now I'm like, she's like, you're getting so fucking jealous over me and like Tracy like talking that because we actually talk. Like, you don't know what to do. Like, we done so much stuff alone together, like just hanging out and shit. And like, she was begging me to go and work with her at QT as an assistant manager because she's like, well, you can work with me and Hussein. I'm like, well, girl's like, I got my own job. I'm not gonna work there because my job, I'm already worked here for a year. I can establish more here, and it's an easier job. Like, no, I've been working here for a year now, and I have the experience. I could become a site manager, become an assistant manager anywhere I want to. And that's what we're waiting for. So now that's what's happened with Tracy. So it's like she was talking to me and never talking about it. She's like, if I ever become site manager somewhere else, she was saying, like, would you transfer and work with me? I said, well, yeah, but like, depends on where you go and like where you live at. It's like if you worked anywhere else, just say like if she took over like a position that's like it's called Grab Boys and that's closer to the city and that not right next to the city. That's kind of like county city boundary now, like I don't know, like 5 miles away from the city net. So yeah, if you work the same hours, or so to speak. Like if you're working 10-hour shifts and then say I come in at 10, I work 10 to 5, which is 7 hours and that. Well, if I work 9 to 5 with you and you're working, you start at 7, you're working 7 to 5, then yeah, I can work 9 to 5, you work 7 to 5 in that. And then we'll just have a fucking closer. because they don't count as anything. I can become her assistant manager now, and she'll try to give me as much money as she can. Like talk about raising me. It's like, oh, he's a good employee now. We're doing good because of him and that. They start bumping me up in that, and then like when it comes down to certain things and that. But now she's talking about if anything happens at the site that we're at, she's got to stick it out and see if she can get a raise after 6 months of being there. See if she can get $1 or so because she's doing really good with members. So we're trying to give her $1 extra raise, which is going to help her out dramatically. And then I'll get $1. I hope. Should be getting it. Because my GM's trying to push me up in that, because I'm super reliable in that. And this is how it always works. So, like, I was trying to explain to her, and I'm like, okay. So, every time I make any more money in that, it makes you more money to a certain extent. Because, like, I like spending money on certain things that people need. That me, myself, is very, very low maintenance. The worst thing I have is, like, pre-workouts. They're ridiculously expensive to a certain extent. Depends on how much you get. Like, certain ones, I don't get as much of. And, like, I try to, like, do very, very little of stuff in that. So I'm, like, $60, maybe $100 a month just on pre-workouts and stuff like that. And, of course, I got my food and that, so it's like $150 in that for certain things in that. Like, I got, like, easy foods. I got corn dogs and shit that I use for carbon up and whatever it is. So I just use that for the morning time and that if I want to eat in the morning time and get my metabolism up and that and start doing stuff. I'm like protein shakes and fucking corn dogs. Because I'm never at home. A lot of times I'll fast. Like I'll fast for 4 to 5 hours. And so like 4 or 5 hours is like more than half my day or close to half my day is already gone just fasting. So I think it's a really light day. So like she was talking about that stuff and that. And I was just like, oh hey, let's just figure out how we're gonna do this and that because she likes where she lives at and that. And I said, okay, like we live in that, so you're gonna have to hustle to make up the extra money and that so you'll be able to pay your stuff. So it's like she's like, no one ever told me out the budget and all that stuff and then when I was younger and all that stuff and that, so I'm learning now. I'm like, okay, so the number one thing is you worry about your food, nutrition value to keep your ass going that so you don't fucking die. Not just buying random shit in that because because whatever job she had before, she was making, quite a bit more money than that. So you're coming down to, you just started. We do get commission. So me and Joey are working on just giving her as many memberships as we can because she needs commission so she can make, we get commission at the beginning of the month, we get commission at the end of the month. So commission at the beginning of the month is the transfer of commission from last month's renewables. And then at the end of the month, so like, so the first one of the month, that is all the commission we got for the first of the month, or for that first month. Everything that renews for that next month, just to say, because it's all different days though, so that's why it's really different. That's why it's like a counter. Like I always get commission. I'll get like $20, $30 extra dollars, like every paycheck basically. So like this next paycheck we get commission. So I'll probably maybe get like, I don't know, like $15, maybe $20. It all depends on what happens with the news. So like it's for the renewables and what you made for that. And then it's always the first of the month. So it all adds together now. So like her now, she can get shit for her first one. She'll get like $15, something like that. Or she can get, she didn't get a lot in that because it was like a month behind. Well, she just started like a month ago. So whatever membership she had in the last month and that they got renewed, and that's going to count for this next paycheck. And like you have to work 3 months before you can get commission in the first place, the first 90 days and that. but you don't get back pay for it though. You just get commission after it. So like this month, you got like 43 memberships. Depending on what they give you for that memberships, because they give you like $2 to $4, so $2, $3, $4 for sign on. When you get a membership, you sign them on that, they give you $4 for that month. And so like they also give you two in that, so hers is going to range between like 86, 100 and something to like 150 something. But of course they have to tax it too, so if it's like 150, it'd be like 140, 143 or something like that. But they take out like, they take out 15%, so it'd be like, it'd be 143, like 130 something like that, and vice versa. Because like the most I ever made was like 50 or 60 bucks off of commission. And the most I've ever seen, like my manager Joey made, I think he made like $150 or $180 for commission. I told him, just like, bro, you gotta give all the commissions to us because you get bonuses and that, depending on certain things and that. I'm like budget. He's gonna get big bonus for budget because our budget's actually been doing really well. You guys, like, he worked a double today and that. I told him, I said, like, even if you do work like a couple of doubles here and there, you're just sitting there, you're gonna get like a $300 bonus for that month, if not more. So your next paycheck should be at the end of the first like paycheck of this month. You're gonna get over like $400 or $500 worth of bonuses. Just add on to your paycheck. So it's basically, it is like you are working. So if you work 5 days a week, or say you work a couple of days, you do doubles and that, you're covering for other people in that, and your labor's low. You have a good fixed budget. You're automatically going to get $350. That's what I keep telling that. You're automatically going to get $350. If you're making $25 an hour or not, you're basically making $25 an hour, and you're making an extra. Say you're making, if you work 10-hour shifts, you're making $35 an hour, and you get $350 bonus. Just throw right into your paycheck. Of course, they tax in that, but whatever. He's like, yeah, last paycheck I made over like $2,000 or whatever. Exactly. So like, if you are working now, you might as well stay and try and make up for stuff. And I was like, what else do you have to do? I was like, you're still getting paid. That's what I keep telling them. Like, he always like complain about it a little bit. And I was like, you're still getting the bonus though, because if you meet your labor, they give you bonuses constantly. Every month you get a bonus. The most he can get, I think, is like $750. But like the biggest of it is budget. Like he gets 35% of his bonus with the budget or something like that. I can't remember. Like this company throws money at people. Just you have to, So honestly, like there's some months that he'll make, over $2,000 for the first of the month. That's not even count commission, and then if he does do really good, now the commissions, he can make an extra $100 something. So you make an extra like $500, sometimes $600 in bonuses for his first check. Like that's crazy. That can help pay off shit ton of bills, and that can start like a whole new fucking like way of living. And that's why Tracy wants to get the site manager. She talk about it, it's like if I get the site manager, I meet bonuses, and that I can be like, wow, I can make easy money now, so I can be able to supply myself and that. And that's what I would like. I'm like, yeah, that's what I would want for you too, and that because it's unfair, like I told Joey, I was talking to Joey, like if like someone else leaves, you want to take over another site manager position in the next couple months, and like stuff happens and that. And you they like move you over. They're still gonna pay the same amount. Because like the one that he used to go to was it's called Tesson. It's a road, and like they're kind of slow in that, but they got a good amount of memberships in that. It's because their wash quality is better than ours. Cause our wash, their stuff's more newer in that. Our stuff's fucking old. Like it's bad. Like for how much business we should be getting at, we should be at least 1,500 members. We're only at 800. We should be at almost 1,500 members. We're at like 1,400 something members in that. Like it was booming last year. And then one thing broke, and then another thing broke, and things are breaking and that, and we're all like, what the fuck? And like it's getting to that point where people are just complaining about it so much and that. We have this thing called a tire shine. It like shoots out like fluid that shines your tires. You know, makes your tires like sparkly and shit when you leave. Broke. They replaced a lot of the stuff in that. It does work in that, but like there's still fluid leaking on that, so it's considered to be broke. We have like mechanical people who are just really fucking lazy, and like we're just waiting for shit to get fixed. One of our middle like I mean our car still gets clean though. Like I can't complain about that. Our final rinse was working and then it stopped working again. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. The place just needs to be like gutted out and like redone altogether. So like it's up for us as customer service salespeople to really kind of like, hey, you know, it is cheaper to get stuff from that. You know, no one ever complains about the wash. We always get the wash that actually works, like the wax and stuff like that. But like we can't like convince people like, hey, you know, they'll try to get it's called Pro, and Pro has some things in it that you know, unfortunately, it's currently not working right now. But if you want to get that, because they get more soap up front, which actually cleans the car better. So I'm just like, okay, you know, whatever, you know. So I'm just like trying to like be convincing them. I don't know what to say, like. And people get their own tire stuff, like they'll spray their own tire shit on their tires to shine it. So when they go through, their tires already shine that. Oh, fuck. Oh, well.
Oh. Oh, I fucking hurt.
I stretch out my fucking neck. Yeah, my neck's still giving me problems with that. I'm gonna sleep. Or I'm gonna sleep, I'm not fucking tired. Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm not tired. And I'm just burning off a little extra caffeine that I took about an hour ago. I just want to wait just a little bit fucking longer. Because I have to, because I'm going to wake up early and go to work. It's burnout stuff. Yeah, it's a cortisol level decreaser. That's the only thing about having a girl give you affection. That like if you start getting close to a woman, the honest truth is like people understand that like women themselves, we get serotonin from women. So like when you look at a woman's body and that, and a woman looks at a man's body, we both get serotonin for attraction. That's like when there's more traction out there, not everyone gets serotonin in that, which is actually a very nice. Where's that? That's not it. That's it. What the fuck is it? Where's that? Oh, that's it. That's it. Fuck. There it is. Serotonin's a very good thing to get. I remember when this what was this one girl in that? I think it was like Poco. What the fuck this bitch's name is? She was talking about serotonin that. She's like, oh yeah, I like giving guys serotonin that when I show off my boobs and all that shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's how it works. You get a lot of serotonin when you do that stuff. I got my other TV. I'm just gonna talk on that. Yeah, I'm playing my PlayStation 2 right now. But yeah, you get a lot of serotonin and stuff from that, and like it helps reduce your cortisol levels. But yeah, Tracy, I guess you could say my new love interest or whatever. Her ex-boyfriend or ex whatever the fuck it was, her ex had a PS2. I'm just like, are you for real? It's like, is it working that? She's like, yeah, it works and that. I don't use it. Like, I used to just watch movies on that and just like, oh fuck yeah, that sounds great. And it's like, awesome. Like, can I have it? She's like, yeah, go ahead and take it. I don't use it. I'm like, fuck yeah. I got a new PS2. I was so psyched. I'm like, oh. Because mine, like, my laser reader got bad. It was working good, but, like, the power cord's bad. It wasn't sticking right. It was loose. So I was just like, well, fuck. I might as well. I tried to get another one. I was like, oh, I can't get one now because I'm like, okay, I'm playing one of my favorite games, Shining Force Neo. I love Shining Force Neo. It's such a good game. It's a fast-paced, like action RPG based game. It's a Shining Force base. You basically play with Max from Shining Force 1, but it's just a redo of it in a way. Been wanting to stream this game and that, but unfortunately, no, I don't know how to stream it. I have to use my computer and I use a capture card and I capture it. But like, the game is really fucking good. If anyone has a PS2, and I mean, Shining Force Neo is a very difficult game to get. It's a pretty heavy game to get. Like, you can't find this anywhere else. It's a very unique game. Like, if they ever do sell it, like, or you can get it online, I'd suggest you play it if you haven't played it before. Like, it's really fast paced in that. It's kind of like has a Diablo based thing. I do want to start playing Diablo again. I miss playing Diablo with my. And that's one of the ones that Tracy plays. She likes playing Diablo 2. I saw it in there and that. I'm like, oh, free on that. So, but you can play it on any console, honestly. I was just telling her, like, you play it on your PS4. You can play and connect to it online. That. No, I was just telling her, like, yeah, it's like we just play it together now. I got multiple TVs and that. I mean, I was just telling her, like, I can get another, like, flat screen TV and then we just get another console. Then we can just play it together. That'd be awesome. I mean, it's probably gonna happen, like, next year, because I'm getting my, friends talking about getting my room edition and that, because I needed a new room. They're like, okay, we're gonna. Stocks are doing pretty good in that, so they're like, okay, well, we're gonna redo your room and shit and redo certain things and that. I'm just like, okay, cool. And like, I need another one anyway, just because, or my room edition, that because I don't. My room's a storage closet. Yeah. And like, I was talking about Tracy about it, and I'm like, yeah, if anything has happened that, I said, if you become my girlfriend, that we're just talking like, just talking out loud, and that. So you become my girlfriend, that, yeah. It's like you can move in with me now. Once I get my room edition on that, because it's gonna be a lot of room in that, and you kind of just live with me in my room and that, and like bathroom's gonna be done, a lot of crap in that, because we got a carpenter that's gonna do all that stuff for us and that. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. Like, fuck yeah, sounds good. And so that's just one of the things that's gonna be happening, hopefully. Uh-oh, ears are ringing. Seems like Autumn's talking about me. And Tracy's thinking about me. Yeah. Yeah. It's really funny listening to the spirit world when your ears ringing that your spirit world is trying to contact you and stuff. That's what they always say. But yeah. Since last one, pretty long time. Oh my god, I hate saying that. Oh. Go hell. Go hell. Lady Varnell. What's up? Talk about Killing Floor? Oh. Are you talking about Hell on Earth? Yeah. I guess I don't like doing Hell on Earth though, because the experience is not even that good. Like, it's kind of shitty. I don't really like it. Like with multiplayer and that. Like multiplayer with boss battles and that's really nice. You get a lot more experience for that stuff, but. Yeah, Hell on Earth is really good for like the sniper. Besides bosses and that. I'm playing with Double Issues right now. Well, not technically playing right now because it's to get a break from it. I got a lot of shit. Cool. Oh, it's Ranger. Nope. This Ranger. Nope. Nice. Nice little run here. Quite a bit of shit. Awesome. Nice. Cool. Merman now. Oh, 700. Cool. I just wish multiplayer wasn't so damn difficult. Like, I like playing with other people and that, but that's the biggest problem with Killing Floor. Like, multiplayer, they made it so damn hard to where it's like, it's pointless to play. Like, the farthest I ever got multiplayer was like wave 30. And I always fucking die with my friend up. It's just the amount of damage people do in that, and like, it's so fucking crucial. Like, you have to, everyone just has to be like a survivalist or be a massive tank hound. Like, have a medic survivalist, which is just use medic shit, and then have the like a very explosive character. Not, whoops. So use like the explosive shotgun, because it's the fucking flesh pounds that kill you every single game time. Always, it's always the damn flesh pounds. Because with bullets, they fucking suck ass. It takes like a full clip. And that's what really sucks. That's what I don't like about it. Unless you're using double-ishness. And even with the double-ishness, like, it's that point where you're just like, fuck, dude, it's still gonna be a pain in the ass. So I always try to be the field medic as much as I can in the multiplayer. But unfortunately, it doesn't always work out like that. A lot of times I'd rather be a powerhouse character or a berserker than to be able to defend. And to be able to whack off all the little enemies as fast as possible. Get that scythe and just start fucking plowing away at everybody. Kill everybody I can as fast as I can. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Not too bad. But yeah, that's the hardest part about this. Like, we have a really good team in that of like 3 or 4 players. Not too bad, but still can be a pain in the ass. This is amount of bullshit. That's how I call it. Like the best character to play with is probably like Firebat. Cause Firebat, you know, AOE wise, he does like quite the best at killing almost everybody besides Flesh Pounds and Strikes. So everybody else dies really easily. I mean, unfortunately, people like using SWAT a lot. But SWAT's damage is just so fucking damn low. That's the only problem with SWAT. The damage is too damn low. And he gets kind of annoying. But having all the extra magazine size and all of his weapons carry like a massive amount of clips and shit. Already. But yeah, I'm just trying to. Money I have. Not enough. Yeah, well, my fillings fucking cracked. I gotta go in there and get that fucking tooth fixed. Fucking hate it, dude. I hate fillings. Don't ever get fillings. I'll tell you that right now. Do not waste your fucking money on fillings. Fillings are pieces of shit. They literally like wreck your fucking teeth. I literally have like 8 fillings in that. And like, it's fucking terrible. Don't ever get fucking fillings. Like the composite for that, it's a calcium deposit. It's supposed to act like a tooth. It does work in that, like when they actually do it right in that, like it stays composite for like so many years, and then eventually they do crack and shit. Just fucking really annoying. Yeah, I guess I have a back filling done. I guess it's a filling. I can't remember if it was a filling or not. I don't remember ever getting a filling back there. Oh, fuck it all. Like it's just my bottom teeth. My top teeth never really have any issues with like anything. It's my bottom fucking teeth that always have cracks and shit. It's fucking stupid. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna see if I don't need to have it done. So I really don't want to get it done. And waste fucking more money. It's $500 fucking dollars for a damn molar. It's like stupid as fuck. Where it's just cracked a little bit in the middle and that. It's not anything too ridiculous, I guess. But it is kind of fucking annoying. I'm scared because last time I had to get a fucking root canal and a crown, which was like 3 fucking grand. I should have just got a crown instead, but I had to have a root canal because my tooth was infected, and I had to pull out all the roots and shit and defect my roots, and that. It was a pain in the ass. It took like fucking 8 hours to do. It's like the most annoying thing in the fucking world too. I'm like, fuck this shit, bro. I was like, hell no, it was horrible. Like, it was just so annoying. So I'll be sitting there like, because what happened is I was chewing gum and that, and like my filling literally pulled out. Because there's supposed to be a composite where they use like a little like a heat thing that's supposed to mold it to the tooth so it doesn't come out. Like how this motherfucker, like this other dentist, grinded my teeth down. He grinded my teeth down really fucking deep. Oh, there's cavity. I had one cavity my whole entire life. It was after my crown. I had a cavity, and that it was an actual cavity. I felt the hole, and I lived like a couple of days after, like my teeth started like getting big ass cavities in that. And like, I'm just sitting there like, okay, it was like a little tiny piece of my molder in the back that came out, and it's like, I get stuff in there all the time, but I always like rinse my mouth out and I try to pull it out every day, and that use Listerine and that so it doesn't get. But like, it's not like sensitive. Like, I can poke at it's like part of the thing that, but like I don't want to be like, oh fuck, and now I gotta. Because getting another fucking crown was. Like, the crown alone wasn't that much. It was the fucking root canal. The root canal was a lot. Like, the root canal was like. Overall together was like 3,000, but like the crown alone was only like 800. Like the root canal was fucking like 1,600 because of all the anesthesia and shit, and like all the stuff they used in that, and like he had to drill into my teeth and that, and pull out all the fucking roots and all the nerves and shit, and then cleanse it out, and then he packed it in with stuff and that. Then they just clip a crown on there. It's like a polyester crown. Mono. I always gotta check my stuff in that because, like, my right jaw always seems to have issues. So I have to call the dentist appointment since I'm getting paid. I just want to make sure I have enough money in that. Like, my jawline on that right side's always been a little, like, tight because my fucking neck. My tablet going down? I think it is. Yeah, of course it is. My tablet goes dead so fast. I don't even use it that much. I use it, but like. Oh, that's everyone. Get your fucking ass together while you're young. Get your money together. 100%. Get everything together. Get all that shit together. If you're not working, you're not making money in that, you're fucking stupid. Fuck school. Don't go to school. I see a lot of these kids are going to school now. The parents are like, go to school on that. School's so good. College is a waste of time. If you don't do good in high school because you're a fucking moron that you don't know simple language, simple communication, I understand. Good job. Sorry, we're about making fucking money. What's up? I'm doing good. Just talk about what's been happening in the last couple weeks and that. I was talking about, the sooner you can make money, the better off. Because, like, if you work from 18 to 28, you work for a whole decade. And so you get, like, promoted in that after the first, like, 4 or 5 years. You start getting management in that. Management's the best way to make money in any place. Because you're always going to get you're going to get more highly increased of wages in that because of you being management. Like right now, Joey, my GM's already talking to my DM about giving me $1 raise. He's like, hey, he's my best employee, and I want him to get $1 raise in that. And like I brought up today, he's like, yeah, I talked to him on the phone about that. I asked him like, hey, it's like, he's been here for a year now. He deserves a raise in that. If he does come in, I think he might come in. If he does come in on Sunday or Monday night just to talk on that, like talk to me about it in general, I was like, yeah. I got gypped. I was supposed to get paid 14 that. I got gypped when I first got in here and that, and the other demon never gave me my $1 and that, and I've been suffering getting paid, $1 less than everybody else for the last year. So I was like, I deserve at least to have 16. And I'm gonna talk about it with Tracy, my assistant manager. Like she deserves at least $1 or $2 raise. At least $1. Because why is she only getting paid basically the same amount as me? I've been here for a year now, but she's been here for going on, getting close to 4 months now. Kind of close. Like she deserves at least $2 raise. She deserves at least 18. And like our site does really good in that. She's our main worker in that. She sells the most memberships here. She hustles the memberships. And like we're still doing good and all that shit and that. An extra $1, it's an extra fucking $160 a month that we get. It's an extra $40 a week. All that shit adds up. Let's see. No one once. Nearly applied for 14 jobs and haven't had a single job. If you want to work for fast food, is probably the only job. Fast food. I would suggest try to get a Subway job, a car wash job. Car wash or Subway. Subway is hella easy to work. And Subway does make good money because they only have like 3 people that work there. Car wash is the same thing too. Like, I got lucky to get this job. I've been wanting to have this car wash job for the last like 5 fucking years. I never could get it. Then finally I got it, and that's why I'm sticking to it. Like, I don't care. Just keep giving me raises and that. Like my dad wants me to get another job and that it makes more money now. I'm like, but the thing is, to be able to make more money, I have to spend more money. And unfortunately, I'm not going to go into my fucking stocks and pull out, $15,000 to go buy a decent car or whatever it is. So I can drive to be able to make $25 an hour. Because to be able to make $15,000 back could take over a year or so. And I'm like, and it's a percentage too. So it's like, I'm not doing that. My stocks are doing really good in that. Last week. I mean, they're hiring everywhere. Like QT's hiring up the butt. Like Autumn or Audie she was one that was working with me in that. Well, I kind of have like a love interest with her or whatever. She just got hired on the QT and that. She started work already in that. And like that kind of went down the toilet though, because me and her don't really talk. We never really talked anyway. We don't hang out anymore now, which I'm kind of happy. Because we don't really appreciate. She doesn't appreciate me. Page 20. Here's what I have to say is, like with me and that, get jobs that have demanding of overtime. So like, once an overtime starts hitting in that, because they need people to fucking work, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like I was making like, the most I ever made, I made 2 1400s. I made like a couple 1300s, and like the bulk of my money was like $1,200 per paycheck. It was like 1200, 1300, 1300. Had 2 1400s, And now I'm going back down to like making barely like 1,000, like 50 now. Yeah, if you can get an overtime thing, that'd be your best bet. Just work. Fuck it. Just work 7 days a week. I get bored as fuck. Like, I'll just, like, get bored. I mean, the job's really tedious. And if you're working 10-hour shifts, cool. I could do overtime holidays, whatever, because I really have nothing. Yeah, so, like, when people are, here's what it is. When people start getting desperate for money and that is when you start to work. Fuck your friends. I don't hang out with anyone. My friends are at my work. I have no friends to begin with besides you guys online that. And that's when I stream, so you guys can come on, we'll chit chat for a little bit and that for a couple hours and that. Like everyone wants to hang out with friends and that, blah blah blah. Like I'm like possibly might be getting a girlfriend pretty soon because I'm working with her and that. I mean, of course that just depends. You know, there's a lot of like little allegational bullshit and that. She's got a dude right now, I guess, is trying to break up with her or whatever fuck. I have no idea. It's confusing. But I'm just like, there's always something out there. Like high school is fucking a gimmick. Fuck college. College is the hugest waste of time. If you focus on just making money and that, your communication skills go through the fucking roof, and that's all you need. College is literally a fucking gimmick. Like people want to talk about college and I'd be like, oh, college is this, college is that. Your parents, it's only the mother. Mother's like, you gotta go to college and I gotta get a degree now, man. Ain't gonna lie. Fuck all that liberal nonsense. College is a fucking waste of money. And if you do go to college now, you might be making GM fucking money. 65 to 70,000 a year. That's at any place you work at. Every place you work. Like my GM right now makes over 50,000 a year. We work at a fucking car wash. But he also gets bonuses and shit too. You know. So he'll average like 45,000 a year with tax. So his paychecks are like $17,000 to like $2,000. So he gets paid like So you say he gets paid like $3,700 a month. So yeah, that ends up it's like 6,000 a year just with tax. You can live off of that. You can straight up live off of that. You can really get an apartment and have enough money to where you'll always have money. Period. And if you are spending like say $1,300 a month in bills, you'll always have money just sitting there coming in constantly. That's what I'm trying to tell, you know. So basically what happened is, so I guess it's been a while since I talked to you about it. So like me and Audie or Autumn that don't really talk anymore now. Like she's basically quit the job and that she's moved on to work for QT. Like, okay, cool. And like so me and the assistant manager that I was talking to was kinda like, you know, she's kinda like was a bitch up front that she just get really angry at stupid shit and that and I finally figured out the reason why. She's having money issues. So like, okay, so me and her working together about trying to help her learn budgeting that. And I was like, okay, don't buy stuff in that. Like, just because it's cheap doesn't mean you have to buy it. I said, like, she likes to buy crafts and buy stuff like that. Like, stop buying stuff you don't fucking need. Entertainment wise, stop buying shit. Stop. Like, it's fucking stupid. You're just buying shit that doesn't do nothing. This is compulsive buying. Like, you just see stuff, oh, that's pretty and that. You know, like, I told her, like, stop buying shit that you don't need to survive off of. Like, you're constantly always wanting stuff and that. I get it, but, like, she used to have a job where she was making rather good money that she could pay for all of her bills and that. So that's what always happens. You buy a bunch of shit because you have excess money that. What you should have done is you could have saved up, you know, say if you had $600 excess money, you could have saved up $300 of it. And that's after food and all that stuff and that, and just put it away in your savings and that, just in case something does happen, that like me, for instance. You know. So if something does happen, I have money in my savings. I can just pull out whatever I want to because I've been saving, because I tried to budget a little bit. That's my mom. Okay. But yeah, so I was talking about all this stuff, and then I'm just like, hey, you know, I work with you, and that she did like benefits and that because she did health insurance benefits where she's paying like I think she's paying like she's paying like $60-something per paycheck for health insurance. And she's like, oh, you get certain things, like you get dental clean, stuff like that. Like just brush your fucking teeth. What you do is you rinse your mouth out with Listerine, and you make sure you get like enough of like alcohol in your teeth and that, or Listerine in your teeth and that. You spit all of it out. Your teeth are fucking clean. You just brush your fucking teeth. All this health insurance shit is nothing but a fucking gimmick. I hate dentists. I hate fucking doctors and that. People say, well, what if you get sick and that? You have to go to the doctor and that. It's the only reason why you get sick and that because you have no idea how to take care of yourself. Number one, I'm constantly on pre-workout. I constantly take vitamins. Like my pre-workouts I literally take fucking like 3 to 4 times a fucking day. Some of them are non-caffeinated, some of them are without caffeine. But I'm constantly getting a lot of good nutrition in me and stuff that helps me clean out my blood to where I barely ever get fucking sick. And what you eat a lot of eat a lot of garlic, you eat a lot of salt and pepper and that. Like that stuff actually regulates your stuff. Like you start eating like wasabi and that. Wasabi is like one of my favorite things to eat. Eating peppers and stuff and that. All that stuff cleans out your blood. Because the acidity in there actually helps you clean out your blood. Eat lemons and shit. Drink a lot of water. That's one of the biggest things is like I'll drink probably 160 ounces of water a day, if not more. I drink like a whole gallon of water in one day. Not the whole night day. Like sickness only comes in when you don't know how to keep yourself going. Exercise is one of them. When your heart rate gets up, you start creating better immunity towards just normal sickness. And live in a little bit of a dusty house. Like people like want to cleanse their house with all this cleansing shit. It makes their immune system go down. You know, we're not used to being super fucking clean. Like my room's dusty, like not super dusty, but it's fucking dusty. And like it makes me sneeze and shit, but it keeps me from not getting sick because I don't get sick that much. And I'm constantly moving around and shit. Cardio is another thing. Cardio keeps you up. Being skinny actually keeps you all that shit matters. These are survival tactics you can do on your own without spending any fucking money or very little money. And that's what it is in that. So telling anyone that, like, literally, try your best to get a job that is manageable or that you enjoy without going to college, which is basically anything. Like, I'm secure now. The job I have now, I'm probably going to have this job for the next 10 years. So I'm in my 40s and I'll still be working at a fucking car wash. Probably being assistant manager or being the site manager of this place. Making, $50,000 a year and that, whatever happens. But I don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 years. Yeah. I don't want to think about it. All I know is what's probably going to happen tomorrow. So, drama news. Like I said, me and Autumn ain't really talking anymore. Now she kind of drifted off. She's, still fucking around that boy and that. And basically saying that she's with him but not with him. I don't fucking know. Stuff she tells me the flat out truth. And she tells me, yeah, I'm not going to date this guy and stuff from that. I say, why you with him then? Like, blah, blah, blah. She never mentioned about the night that I asked her out. She basically said yes. it has to happen yet. And I'm like, okay, blah, blah, blah. So nothing ever happened with that. It kind of just like drifted off. I'm like, okay, you're being a little fake and that you should be upfront with me and that, blah, blah, blah. And, it's like, okay. So I started talking to my assistant Andrew. I started flinging on her, as in like trying to get close enough to her. She's fit in that. She's really skinny in that. She like keeps herself going in that. She likes to be like a health nut. She doesn't like eating a lot of like carbs and shit. She's very ketogenic and shit, which is pretty cool in that. So like we're like I eat salads with a lot of meat and cheese with her because we're trying to change my diet too. Most times I kind of eat the same shit. And like she was just we're getting really close, like really fucking close actually. But her thing's a bit different though. She's like I think she's 30, could be 31 this year or something like that. I think we're like four years apart, something like that. And like so we've been talking off and on that, and I went over to her place a couple times and that just chill. Well, one time I chilled with her. The other time I was just like looking around that. I chilled with her for a little bit. And she started to want me to like hang out with her. She keeps bringing it up in that. She's like, oh, I wish you could drive in that because I'm a lazy driver and that, I'm like, well, the honest truth is, if we do work the same days and that, if we're working the same days, I said, if things situate like they're supposed to, you just have me spend the night at your house. Basically, I'd be like, technically like living there to a certain extent on my days that I'm working with you. I'll just spend a night and we work she has 2 days off in that, so like then 2 days in one, and then like Saturday or Sunday and Monday, so 4 days out of the week, so 3 days out of the week we pretty much close together, or give or take, maybe 2. I think it's 2. So I'm like, well, them 2 days that we're closing together, not or at least if we are working that next day and that, so we work 2 days in a row, we're closing 2 days in a row, which we could set it up like that. I said, well, I'll spend the night for that one night so we can kind of like push it so I can be able to hang out with her more and that. And that's what I'm trying to tell her now. Like, well, fuck, we work together now. You're leaving that. No, just, because she got a cat that she can take her. Well, let's bring it with me and we can spend the night together. Not, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to be uncomfortable. I really don't care. I'm kind of I don't give a fuck where I'm at kind of situation. As long as I have a bed, I'll sleep. I mean, obviously, I'm probably going to have to, like, smack my meat in that, but that's what she's there for, So she's, like, talking to me about, like, oh, I want you to hang out with me more at my place and that. I'm like, okay, we can do that stuff and that, The thing is, you keep fucking around with the guy that she's with that tried to break up with her a little while ago and that. So you keep on playing that fucking rope with them and that. And the idea is you are pushing towards liking me more, but you still want to keep this up going on. And saying, you just tell the fucking truth and that, and be like, hey, because of financial issues and that, that's one of the reasons why like this stuff's happening. Like she's trying to get back on her feet, because some shit happened with her, and I'm like, okay, no, I can understand that. People should help people out, especially when they do have luxury in that. Like I have a slight luxury thing with me, and that because I live with my parents and that. And this month and that, I paid a lot of bills in that because the bills were a little bit heavier this week and that. I haven't been saving like no money at all. I've actually been spending a little too much in that. And I dropped my savings. I was I used like 800 of my savings in that because it's been spending a little bit too much money now. So this next paycheck, I'm about to drop and try to drop in like 500 in that, and then I'm gonna have to sit there and try to not use as much money. I like really contract my money in that. But, shit happens in it. Cause I've been wanting to save up money and shit because I need to learn to not spend as much. Cause like most of mine is just food and shit. Like I'm never at home. So what I need to do is I need to start eating at home more because I do got food at home to eat. I got like corn dogs to eat and shit. I can eat that. in the morning time and that. Obviously, take like a protein shake and that. That's what I normally try to do in that. Just get some carbs and protein. That blah blah blah. And normally I just go out to Taco Bell and I get like one meal and that. I've been eating this canteen bowl. Trying to lower down my carbs and that, but it's just not. I have to eat 2 of them. They're just not filling enough. Like I don't. And like QT, pretty soon, the next couple months, the QT next to me is about to like shut down because they're moving the QT on the other. They have a new QT down the street that's being pretty much almost done built, and like we're not gonna have a QT there, and that's what I'm about to start like bringing food in, which I might just do that. Just bring in my corn dogs and that because they're all frozen and shit. Just fucking just put them in a thing and throw them in the freezer and that. Also, I'm learning how to fast more because fasting is really good and saves me fucking money. And actually keeps you skinny in that. When you starve yourself a little bit in that. Funny thing is, you don't lose too much muscle mass when you fast. You actually gain muscle mass when you fast. It's kind of a weird thing, but yeah. But I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. She's the one that actually asked me because when we were like talking that I made a move on her and that we started like really affectionate towards each other and that. And she popped the question first. I was like, oh, I'm very surprised. At first, that wasn't really like intrigued by her and that. I was just like trying to make her feel better and that because she seemed kind of miserable and that. So I'm like, okay, let me throw some, spice in your life. So I did that stuff and that. And then I started to get really attracted to her. And it's like, man, I'm really attracted to her. Like, this is really weird. And that, like, I'll tell you, like, we have a chemical room in that, it's like the second day, the first day in that we're super affectionate. Like she was really like horny in that, I guess. She was really into me. And she, like it happened for like 3 days in that. And like I don't know, it's like being with her. I was surprised. I told her I was like I was really into Autumn and that, but like Autumn's just like Autumn's really pretty now, but like she's not upfront with stuff and that. She's kind of like still learning the ropes and shit. And I was just telling, like the new girl I'm talking to, well, not really new, just started working that. We were just sitting there like, oh, I said, I wasn't trying to get attracted to you next. I don't want to fall for you. No, you're good. I was talking to her. I wasn't trying to fall for you and that, but like, we just triggered it and then it's like I'm really starting to like you a lot, like a lot. Like she's like telling herself she's like, oh, well, I'm not the most handsome girl and that. And I said, what do you mean by that? It's like you're a beautiful girl and that. She's got like gray eyes. She got fucking beautiful eyes. Like her eyes are like a bluish gray. And they're kind of like a glowy kind of like gray blue. Super fucking hot. Like the way when she looks at me and that she's short, she's 5 foot tall. She looks up at me and like I don't know what it is. Like she's kind of like an emo based girl. Like she has like her hair kind of cut up a specific way where it all lays out on one side. And like it's so I ain't gonna lie, it is so fucking hot. Like she looks up at me and that she's got kind of like big molder teeth and that. Like she got big teeth up front, kind of like me and that, like her big front teeth and that. When she bites on her lip, I told her like that just drives me crazy because she just looks so fucking like. It's like that look is just so fucking like a style. At first, I said I would never do anything with her now because like she kind of had like this dude vibe and that, but like when I got to know her and that, this is what's funny. We get to know people and that. She's like really sensitive in that, like, but she tries to bring out a tough exterior, and like Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I first made a move on her and that, holy cow, she was all over me. It's like that Crystal thing all over again. That's basically what it is. That's Crystal from Taco Bell all over again. It's the same age gap too. It's like 2 to 3 years apart. And like it's just so amazing that like but like she's not really trying to hide it. It's there, like people knowing that and like but she's like but her situation's a little bit different though. She's not living with that dude that she's with. And like I was just blown away. I was like, man, I really fell for you fucking hard. Cause you watch the same movies the other day. We're watching Medea's Boo. We were watching fucking Adam Sandler movies and that, Waterboy. We're watching all the stuff that I used to watch when I was younger and that. And like with I'm comparing like her to Autumn. Like Autumn likes horror movies. They watch all kinds of movies together, like horror movies and that and stuff like that. Like she didn't seem fucking interested in it. She kept, like before she was talking to this dude, that she was hella interested in watching stuff from that. But like Tracy, man, she's super interested in it. We have like all these memories of childhood together and that, like watching the same thing. I'm just like, wow, I'm really bonding with this girl like super fucking hard. I never bonded with someone this hard before. And like I was just sitting there, I kept telling her like, it's like I'm really starting to fall for you and that. And I was texting her that. And she says, don't fall for me too much in that because, she is with someone. And I'm like, I mean, according to me, you're not with anyone because you're not with him. I was just like, that like the guy tried to break up with her in that because, he was just like, this is what he said to her. This is a pretty cool dude. He's like, you don't seem happy with me. I want you to be happy. And I told her that like that was his words. And as a man, if I see that and I see that that's a good girl in that because she's got her issues in that. But when I see that, I want you to know that you mean a lot. I want you to be committed. You want to be committed in that. That's why she has done nothing with me yet. I said, I'm not gonna push it that far with you. Like sex and that. I said, I'm not gonna do that with you next. I know you have it, man. Like the semi affectionate shit, it's there. Like she doesn't kiss me or anything. I do stuff to a certain extent, like little stuff in that. She doesn't engage. She did at first, and then she kind of like slowed down a little bit. And she's like, "Oh my god," because I did something with her and that, and she got like super fucking aroused. It works on every girl. It's fucking hilarious. But like basically what I did is I was we were in the chemical room and that we were like really like she was really fucking like horny as fuck. We were in the chemical room and I went behind her and I was like kissing on the back of her neck and I was like rubbing on her fucking hips as I was doing it. Oh, she fucking like she told me she had weak knees, which is basically telling me that she was getting fucking like she was getting off on it. Like she was just like craving it. Like she was craving it so bad that just a little secret for the men out there. It works. And you get fuck shit with the woman that now you strike it like a viper. All women like surprises. All women like surprises. They all do. I don't give a fuck what kind of woman it is. They all like surprises. So if you know a woman's really attracted to you, not surprise them with something that's going to be more like a touching base, and they always will drive towards that because that's what all women crave. All women crave massive affection like that. Fuck off. But it worked. No, because like basically what happened is like we were hanging out and that like nothing happened. We're getting closer. So we went out to an Italian restaurant and that. Well, of course she took me and that, but I paid for everything. And like it was a good ass meal and that. She got really fucking happy over in that. And she started like being more affectionate, like giving me hugs and shit. She like wrapped her arms around my back, like I was sitting forward and that. She had her arms around my shoulders and that. She put her head up against my head and that. She was like, "Thank you, I really appreciate you." I'm like, "What was that for?" She's like, oh, I'm just appreciating you because, you know, you buy me food and that. I really like that. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Now, you know, yeah, I'm eating too. I might as well feed you. What's the whole point of having a little extra money on the side? And if I can't help, you know, make someone feel better, especially if someone that is, you know, hurting for food and that's kind of stupid. And I think it was like the next day, and that she started like getting like close to me, and that I started talking a lot to her, started falling around that, and my spider sense went off. Basically, my internal like manhood, my instincts went off, and oh my god, I didn't want to do it, but I'm just like, fuck it, let's do it. So like she was next to me and that, and I was sitting there doing a C3 thing, which is it's like a little dirt acid stuff that we have to use for our tunnel that to get all the mug with the soap and dirt off the concrete. So I was sitting there pouring that stuff off and that, or like whatever fuck it is, getting the algae off, and there's a lot of algae and shit. Okay, as I pour it off, I scrub it out and that, you know. And she's right next to me. The first window, the big ass window you can look through in a car wash, it just hit me like a brick. She was right there. I grabbed her by her throat, like not super hard, but gently, and I pushed her up against the glass, and I just like went up next to her and I looked at her in her eyes and that, and she looked up at me and I looked at her and that, and like I just had to like my internal senses were telling me this girl is very attracted to you. You need to strike it like a viper. So I striked her and I put her up against her with one arm and with one hand and that. And I kind of choked her a little bit and that. And she's had her head up and then she's looking at me and I got really close to her head. And like I put my forehead on her forehead. My nose was touching her nose. And like she just sat there was looking at me and that. It was like pure fucking like, I can't say it was lust, but it was like really passionate. Like we were, and then it just kind of went off after that. And like at the end of the day, and as she sat on the table and that, and she's basically she spread her legs and that, and she wrapped her legs around me. She's sitting at the table and that, like, you know, like loving on me a little bit and that. I was just like, holy shit! It's like, what did I do? And I ain't gonna lie, it was hot. It was really hot. I was sitting there, I was enjoying the shit out of it. I was like, okay, no, that's cool now. I wasn't really getting into her, but I was like liking the affection. And then like the next day, it kept happening. Like we just kept like, you know, like, so we were sitting there and she didn't want anyone in there like that night and that because Joey came back. He finally got his car back and that from the guy his car fixed and shit. He came in. The vibe of her, he felt it. Joey was just like, her vibe was so feral. Like she was literally like looking at him like, get the fuck out of here. Cause she was just so like, I guess she was like super fucking in heat. Like she was really fucking horny. And Joey just came, he got looked, I just looked at him and that, I'm like, you know, like tell him the fuck off. He's like, okay. So he went in the car wash himself and that, he just put in the wash and fucking left. And he like grabbed some towels and that, but like, she told me he's like, he kind of ruined the mood and now like kind of ruined the vibe a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, nobody's left now. He knew it too. He's like, he gave me the thumbs up and I was just laughing my fucking ass off. He's like, hey, you know, hey, like he gave me like an imaginary high five type shit. And then she started like being like that, and then the chemical room. And first thing we went after, I think it was the next day, and that Autumn came in, and then Autumn started noticing. I started to like get really close to her, and she was like, "What the fuck happened?" And she was just like, she was talking to Joey about it. And that this is what got funny. That Joey's like, "What's going on with Cody and Tracy?" And that's his name, Tracy. And Joey's like, I don't know. Go ask him. It's like, well, I'm just thinking that something's happening. He's really close to her all of a sudden. He like hangs out with her a lot. And I'm like, well, I always do in that. And then like Joey leaves, and like another hour or so, like Autumn left. She left early. She's like, I gotta leave at 7 at night. She did not like that vibe at all. She knew that vibe was 100% not about her, and she got so fucking frustrated. Miles Morales. And so she ended up leaving early, and so he ended up. But when she was still there, we went into the back part. It was like a little hot in that. So we went in the back part, which was like really cool. It's like a really like a cool like moisture. There's a lot of trees in the back, and that's like a big ass wooden fence, a bunch of like a forest back there, a little bit of a forest back there. And she was like pushing me up against the wall and that, like and little things and that, you know. And like, I was getting so frustrated. She was hiding in her car and shit. She did not want to be in that place and that. She was on FaceTime with her little boy toy and shit. It was so fucking funny in that. Because, like, she wanted to come around and, like, have, like, it on, like, FaceTime to show her man, like, what's going on. She's like, I was scared to do that. Yeah, don't fucking do that. No one need, no, like, I'll tell you stuff and that, but, like, and I told her that, and she's just like, because she came in, it was before she had her, oh, my ears are ringing again. Something's happening. Damn. It's always my right ear. It's the second time tonight. Something's going on. I don't know what, though. I might not get a lot of ear ringing. That's the second time tonight. It's a little weird. I don't know if she's... I'm gonna text Tracy right now, see if she's with that person. My right ear's been ringing. You gotta say that. Nah, ear ringing is just messages from like angels and shit, like the spiritual shit. Not only it's something to do with what's going on with me and that. Not when you're emotionally connected to someone and you really like someone, that your ears will kind of ring in a certain way to like show like if there's something going on that. And the only way to answer it is by texting or getting a hold of that person. Like I just texted her, the ring went away. As soon as I start notifying, like, oh, okay, yeah, I got text Tracy, and then it went away. Yeah, little stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, it was. I don't know. I really want something to happen that, like, I really do enjoy her. She's kind of a stoner, but, like, it's not that bad. Like, she hasn't been, like, she does smoke and that, but she, like, smokes off and on, like, THC and stuff like that. She gets a little high in that, but, like, it ain't nothing too bad, because I'll kind of hit it a little bit, too. Like, just, like, uplift me a little bit. But, like, I don't know. I just really enjoy her. We were playing Donkey Kong together and shit. Yeah, Donkey Kong from the Super Nintendo. We were playing that. We were playing. I watched her play like Yoshi Land from I think it was N64. Like just sitting like playing and watch her play games and shit like that. It was so funny that listen to Yoshi and how he does things and that. he when he jumps, he tries to do the kick thing to give him more height. He's like, it was fucking hilarious. I kept laughing my ass off. I wasn't high, but if it was, I'd be fucking dying. Because the noises that Yoshi makes you fucking laugh so long. He sounds like a little 5-year-old kid. And like, I'm just sitting there laughing the whole entire time. She was playing that. She kept fucking up too because I kept laughing and shit. I was like, what the fuck? It was fucking hilarious. Yeah, Sarah's playing a little bit of Donkey Kong and that. We only beat like the first 2 levels in that. But we just wanted to just waste a little time in that. We were watching Grandma's Boy. Oh my god, I love that movie. That's probably my favorite movie of all time. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's from 2006, and my god, that movie's fucking hilarious. It's basically about a video game company. It's about this guy. He's working there. He's a tester. He's working at this called Brainasium or whatever for like 10 years and that. And like the creator of the game that he's working on, some like robot fucking dude, and he's a fucking moron. He has the Matrix code on and shit. And like they always make because he has a multi-personality now. Like out of nowhere, he'll start talking like a robot and that. And I'm like, "Hello, guys," and stuff like that. So like during like the whole movie, and that he has like a group of friends, and he's testing like levels out for his name's JP, which is the creator as a robot guy. And like all the guys are fucking stoners. Like the main guy is literally a fucking flat out stoner. He has this one dude called he sells his pot and stuff like that, and like he goes over to his house and shit, and he's always like telling different kinds of pot and that. He's like, "This is the Frankenstein, this is the green monster," and shit like that. And he's just like, "Yo, bro, every time I come in here now, you always do this shit. I just want a bag of weed." He's like, "Okay, bro." He's talking about getting a lion and that so he can protect his shit. He's like, "Don't yell when the lion's here, bro," you know. It's on Hulu actually. If you have Hulu in that, it's on the Hulu. It is fucking hilarious. Cause all it is, it talks about like how the life of it is of a tester. That they're sitting there playing video games all day and that. And like the dude's actually like close to my age now. He's like 35, turned 36. And he hangs out with a bunch of people. They get paid a hell of money in that just to sit there and test. This is good Xbox years, like 2006 when Xbox became big. And I was in it. They get stoned all the time and that. The dude's always fucking like, fucking amazing. I watched it multiple times and I was watching it again. I was up at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was sitting there just cracking up, eating my fucking fat ass salad they gave me. It was a honey barbecue chicken salad. Fucking amazing. I'm laughing with my buds in that. Of course, I have a loud ass radio in there or like a radio in there now, so you can't really hear that. I was buzzing, not fucking laughing and shit. Like the one dude's fucking hilarious, the pot dealer in that. He's like fucking retarded because he just doesn't. He lost track of time in that. So at the beginning of it, that like the main character's calling him up, and then he's like, "Yo, where you at?" And I'm sick of time of answering your machine. And he goes over his house to that. He knocks on the door. Dude comes out butt ass fucking naked. Of course, you can't see his dick or anything. It just shows like his front torso. He's like, "Hey, bro, what's going on?" He's like, "I tried to call you," and he's like, "Oh, I'm putting up my Christmas tree." He's like, "Dude, it's the middle of July." He's like, "Really? July?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Why are you naked?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "Come on in." He's like, "Your ass is tanner than my face." I was just laughing my fucking ass off. That's like the one whole scene. You put up your Christmas tree during June or July. He's like, "What the fuck, dude?" He's like, "Yeah, bro." Just visualizing that scene just makes me laugh so hard. It's so fucking stupid, but so funny though. He's like, "Yo, man." You should definitely watch it. It is so fucking funny. Like back then, movies were just funny. Like it's just a bunch of stoners cracking jokes and shit, and that like no one gave a fuck. Like nowadays, there's no such thing as funny stuff. It's all bullshit. I'm at 18,000 steps now. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to stay up a little bit and not try to fast. Oh my god, you are going to love it. Cause there's another scene. Cause he lost his apartment next of some stupid ass shit, and he had to move out of his apartment and that. And like he goes into one of his friend's house. His friend's house, he's like an old. He's like he acts like a kid in that, but he's like cool as fuck though. But he acts like He acts a little kid now. He's like, oh, be quiet. He comes over at night, knocks on his door and that. Stairmaster? Stairmaster ain't bad. Yeah. I mean, like, I did 18,000 steps today. And so, like, I did 8.5 miles today, and I'm at 700 calories lost. And, like, that was like 8 hours. I mean, I came home and took a nap and shit, but, like for the last, not even like 30 minutes in that, I got over like 3,000 or 4,000 steps and just fucking, I think I got over 3,000 steps just walking around in circles and not talking. Dude, it's ridiculous. Like, like light cardio before you go to bed is so nice. Just go on a walk in that and just try to get, like 5,000 steps in before you go to bed in that, and you just fucking crash. You're just tired and drained, and then you just drop weight. But if you're trying to build muscle like I am, it's a little bit more difficult because you have to eat to be able to get muscles. The more muscle you have, the more that you have to eat to a certain extent. It was bad. No cardio is bad for you. Ain't no different than fucking walking. So, like, if you do an hour a day in that, and you're burning off like 300, 400 fucking calories, which is basically what you're doing, you're done for that day. Like, as a woman in that, you're short in that, you're not super, super tall in that, and you're not really, like, super, like, I'm guessing, be nice, super heavy in that. You have to eat maybe 1,500 calories a day, at most, maybe 1,200 calories a day. Like, my metabolic rate with the mass that I have is only 1,900 something calories. I always go over that much. That's like the most I have to eat. If I eat 2,000 calories a day, more or less likely I'm always going to drop weight, but I never eat 2,000 calories. I always eat more than 2,000 calories a day. That's why I'm switching over to eat more salads than that, so I don't have to have so much fucking carbs. I try to lower my carbs down a little bit in that, especially during like the beginning of the day. And that, like when I wake up, now I'll eat 3 corn dogs, carb up for the beginning of the day. Take my pre-workout. I haven't been taking my fat burner in that. I'm actually almost out. I'm not gonna buy any more of that because I don't want any more of that shit. This is a waste of fucking money. So I'll take a pre-workout, shake it up, get some vitamins in me, eat my corn dogs. And then eventually have like a protein shake at the place and that. Bam. I'll have like 50 grams of protein and whatever carbs and fats I need. My day starts. And of course each corn dog is like 300-400 calories, give or take. I think it's like 300 and something. Like 300. I can go look, hold on. I'm actually starting to get fucking hungry right now. It's kind of annoying. I need to go piss. Fuck. Seven. That's. It says 180 calories. I say it's like 200 something calories. That's not too bad. Like 600 calories in that. That's perfect, actually. Yeah, I don't ever listen to people because people are fucking stupid and really fucking annoying. That's basically what it is. Like, today and I worked out really hard today. I've been doing like intervals of doing like full body workouts. Like, I've been doing really good. And I've been doing a lot of sit ups in that now. I do a lot of squats, and I kind of do them when I'm bored. I do them at work too. Like at work, and I was doing like push-ups and shit, doing like squats and sit-ups and shit. I just got bored. Like everyday activities and that, if you could do like the normal push-ups, squats, and sit-ups, like honest, the truth is you can get really fucking lean and really strong just over that. Like you don't need to go to the fucking gym. Like I go to the gym and I do lightweight, so like today, and I went to the gym a little early today. I went to like 11 or something like that. I'm like, man, I'm gonna start working out in the morning time. It feels so good to work out in the morning time. I went on board. I'll do a whole bunch I'll do a whole bunch of like hand behind the head squats. I'll do pretty good. Legs are getting a little bit stronger than that, which I'm kind of liking. You know, I could do like 30 of them without like really fucking burn. I do a bunch of planks too. I just put my ass up against like the countertop and that, and just like sit there and plank. I don't know, actually for like a minute or so. Been doing really good. Just sit there and like, been really good. Okay, well I'll see you later now. I'm probably gonna get off on that. So I can try to get ready because I gotta wake up early anyway. Okay, well I'll see you later. You have a good night. God bless you. God bless everybody. Bye, bye.